Ever since I've started to draw, nature has always been a big part of inspiration for me, especially things such as trees, flowers, rocks, and such things like this. Even though sometimes it might not seem like it, I actually often take nature as my inspiration, especially when it comes to texture, form, and shapes. Sometimes even organic shapes. Like sometimes I try to make my art as organic as possible just by looking at nature. So I was really excited when Carbide had asked me to draw something for a collaboration with her based on nature and earth. So what I had an idea, and what we both decided on in the end, was actually making something that looked like an island falling apart into two halves, and basically each half of the island being our respective styles. So in the end I actually decided to draw a tree to show more like this earthy, naturey feel, and I tried to add as much texture, maybe even work a little bit with something that is more realistic, especially in the grass under the tree and in the leaves and basically the tree itself. And I also tried to detail the little earthy structure as best as possible to create a feeling of realisticness, of depth, and something you can actually imagine. And in the end I was actually quite content with how this came out. It took me quite long in total to make my part actually, even though it's basically only half a drawing. It took me like in total around 3 hours to make, just because of the amount of detail I put into it and the amount of work with the dots and the markers and everything I used for it. So yeah, I was actually quite content when I finished this, because it was getting a bit tedious in the end. I'm not even gonna lie, the dots kind of annoyed me in the end, and all the amount of tiny ornate designs and lines just kind of got to me in the end. I don't know. Usually my art is more variated, but since I was working with a theme here, I thought too much variation would make it look messy and strange. So I tried to keep it more organized, which actually ended up looking better. I'm actually really content with the end result, even though I kind of rushed the dots and didn't really put the time into them. They looked fine. Like I don't think I need to add more, or I don't really think either that I should have made them any other way. Anyways, I was really content to work with Carbide, so I'm excited to see what she'll do with the rest of the drawing. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you later. Bye.